Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the US. Well, today I was sitting here at my desk and yesterday I made the Happy Hedgehog double gatefold with opposite diagonals. And I was sitting here because I want to write a letter to include with this card that I'm sending. And I thought, why not make some stationery? I don't have any stationery paper. But this is what we're going to do. And I thought, let's just make a video and show y'all what I'm doing. So I'm going to take a sip of water, move my whiteboard. So we are going to once again use the wildflower path in the Happy Hedgehogs. And I haven't mounted them. I just decided to write on the whiteboard and let's just get this game started. So right here, I have a piece of computer printer paper, and that's what we're going to use for our stationery. So I am going to cut it at 5.5. This is what I use for my scratch paper. I also have a practice little sheet here for me, but this is our stationery to write a letter with. So I'm going to put, I don't want to put this away just yet, I guess. Let's see. We have, let me show you the card in case you didn't watch the video. This is my little envelope. And my little envelope, yes, it's in very vanilla because I don't have any more basic white envelopes. And they're on their way. This is my double gatefold with opposite diagonal cuts. Really, really cute. I already know exactly who this is going to. But I didn't want to just put a thing. I even put a little hedgehog on the back. I didn't want to put something on the back. I wanted to write a letter for this card. This person is very, very special to me. So I'm going to set that aside. And here is my little package of flowers for every season that I use the DSP for. Now I used this DSP and let me see. And I used... no, not that piece. I only want to bring in what we used. I may not have any more of the other. It doesn't look like I have any more. So the only piece of DSP we're going to be fitting in this with is this one and possibly some Just Jade because I did use Just Jade. So I thought what we could do is, like I said, I want to make some stationery. And I'm not sure. I just cut it in half. I wasn't sure exactly, excuse me, if I'm going to keep it this width. And I know I already am not. So I cut this in half just because I cut everything in half, the cardstock. Now I'm going to cut this down because it was cut at 5.5. I'm going to take another 1/2 inch off of it to make it to 5. And I want, I think 6. Do I want 6 or 7 inches? Like 5 by 7 piece of stationery. So that's what I'm going to do. 5 by 7. That I'm going to keep. So we're going to do this twice. Let's do this 7. That's big enough for me to use for scratch. And this is 5. All right. Now we're going to do some stamping on this. And I'm going to add a little border. Maybe with this paper, but that's going to be the very end. Because I thought I would stamp and do some coloring on this. Now I know this is really flimsy, cheap paper because it's just printer paper, right? So I'm bringing in my Stampin' Pierce mat because these are polymer stamp sets. I know I want to put the tree on here, mimicking my card, but for this one I'm going to put the tree like right here, and then stamp some more. So may not even use this, but I have it out just in case. I'd like the butterfly. I definitely want a toadstool in here. And a wee little hedgehog. See, I want one going the opposite because we're not cutting anything out. So we're going to use that hedgehog. And I think that will work. And we want the grass right here from the wildflower path like we used yesterday. So let me get those mounted. And I just put all my inks away. All my inks. My Just Jade. Let's see. Here we go. That's really too big. And a wee little one. And we forgot the little grass. We may not use it, but we'll bring that one. So we got a toadstool, this one, and that's just in case. So we are going to stamp this all in Memento, except for that we're going to do in Just Jade, which I'm going to grab again for our grass. And I didn't grab my Just Jade blends. Now, I know these are retired in colors, but it doesn't mean you cannot use them. Or if you make this card and you use a different green, use those blends. But for me, I'm still waiting on my new in colors. And the Just Jade worked really well. For the larger image, of course, I'm taking, works better it seems, to take the ink pad to the stamp. So there's that. Now we're got to do 2 of these. So let's hope we get a better image on the second one. I won't be so quick to release it. Let's see, we're just going to stamp that right there. Much better. Okay, I'm gonna clean it off just because. Just because I want to. All right. Now let's see what else we were gonna do. Oh, I said the grasses, right? But we are gonna have to do a little bit of masking because I want my little hedgehog down here. Like so. So that's what's good about like these. We're gonna make a little mask for our little hedgehog that doesn't fit in the punch because he's going the opposite direction. So darn cute. And we need to stamp him twice. One that we're going to cut out and use as a mask, and one right here at the bottom of our stationery. Oops, and we're going to need it again. Ink it up. We don't want to forget our other piece of stationery for my letter. So cute. Okay, clean off the little happy fella. Alrighty. Let's get all of our, well, this is going into Just Jade. Let's do a little toadstool, which if we do a toadstool, we might put a toadstool back here when we, yeah, we'll probably do that. But our wee little butterfly is going to go kind of right here in our stationery. So let's do that. It's going to be flying away just like that. There we have it. All right, now let's quickly, hopefully, roughly cut out this little hedgehog. Now, because I wanted it masked, I'm getting it right up and sometimes on, taking off the black outline of the stamp. Because he's going to be in the grass. I'm not worried about being perfect with this. Like I said, this is just a mask. Stampin' Up! Does have masking paper, which I could have used had I had it, but I don't this time. I can't wait to try it, though. You can use it with dies, all kinds of stuff. And I didn't even put this on a Post-it note or anything. I'm just doing it with, you saw, just some scrap piece of the printer paper. So we only want to do one at a time here. So I am going to put that right on top of where I did this. And to hold this down, I'm going to use this little Post-it note-like thing I have. I'm going to put that right there. Now I'm going to bring in the Just Jade green. And there. Now I'm going to take this up and put it on this side. I'm going to put this over here because I'll be stamping off of my paper. Like so. Now we're going to finish going across. You see that? Now my little hedgehog, he's got grass behind him. So we're going to stick this on the side of my little tree. Probably won't use the little toadstool now that I'm thinking about it. There. I'm not worried about going across in front of the tree. That doesn't bother me at all. So I'm going to give that a quick little clean off. Oh, we have to do this all over again. Second page. Okay, let's do this. Put that one up and let's work on the other page. Where's my little hedgehog mask? That worked really, really well. That's this down in here. And let's stamp some more. Just Jade. There. I don't really need that anymore because I can hold it down with my finger. There you have it. And let's go across the bottom again. All right. Now we can clean this off. Set that aside, and we did the butterfly. Did I clean the butterfly off? I don't know, but we're going to give it a quick squeak. And we are done with our Just Jade. If I can get it closed. I'm trying not to break a nail or get ink on me, but that's probably a futile attempt anyways. It is. I just got ink on me anyways. I'll give my thumb a quick little go over on the sponge there. All right, so now we are going to, let's do some coloring. Oh, I forgot the cinnamon cider. That's what I used for the tree on the card. So we are going to start with our dark. Now this is really, really going to bleed through because this is really thin paper. So I'm just going to do quick little bits where I see it. Let me bring this down so you can see. You'll see like right here is a mark where the artist had a line in the stamp. That's what I am doing. So I'm going to move this one aside. We're just going to do it all at one time. Got a little wide there. And right there. Okay, that's all I need for the dark, but let's go ahead and do our hedgehog too. So I am going to put some dark cinnamon cider in here. I'm going to do a little on his mouth and going around his little ears, giving him some shadow. And I'm just dotting around his little quillish hair. And I'm going to come in here and do some little dark highlights. Just little flicks of the brush tip. Okay. Here we go again. And around the ears, giving some shadow. Right. Let's head in with our light to do our tree. This is light cinnamon cider. I give us some green branches on our tree here in a minute. Now we're going to take his little feet, do his little feet in light cinnamon cider. Just kind of doing little round swirls around his little quills on the outside. I guess we can just do them all. I was going to bring in some natural ivory or something to blend in this, but we're not going to. We're just going to go ahead and color them all in. All right, so let's do that again. We can, don't forget his little foot there. Little swirls around the outside because of his little quills. We're going to let that dry as we do our tree here. All right, next. Oh, you know what? We're going to do the little body of the butterfly in brown. Didn't even think about doing that on any of the others. But on this one, it's going to be the light cinnamon cider brown. All right, and next we are going to work with just jade on the tree. And we're looking for the dark. And you know, I like my brush tip. I'm just coming in on the leaves in the center. We're going to bring in our other one. And this is really light, hardly touching the paper, not pushing. And I think that's why I like the brush tip when I do this, is because it's not heavy-handed. I'm thinking I missed one on here, and I did. Okay, that's our dark. Let's bring in the light, just jade. Now on this one, we are going to do this off-coming branch like so, just like I did on the card. Sorry, I have to move it closer to see here. In July, I'm getting new glasses. I'm going to the eye doctor. And our flowers are going to be the same. Light daffodil, delight, and with poppy parade in the center. Oh, my eyes are watering. It's making it kind of blurry to see what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, we still have the other tree to do, don't we? I'm like, oh, so done, so quick, so... No, not even there yet. All right. And I just saw something else we need to work with the Just Jade on. Got a little heavy-handed there. Like I said, my eyes are watering. Don't know why. Allergies, I suspect. This morning, I have this little squirrel in my backyard. My husband doesn't want me doing this, but I give it about 9 almonds in the morning. I place him on the fence and watch him come get them. He eats about 4, and then he goes and he jumps into my lilac tree. He's been burying them in my iris, thick iris bushes, and then he takes them and he'll go away. And then he'll come back because I don't know where he's going. And, but I am enjoying this. My husband's like, he was in the ceiling this winter. I said, I know. It's like, stop feeding the squirrel. But he's so cute. And I saw a little red hummingbird outside. I did my hummingbird feeders. Now, for those of you who like to feed hummingbirds, I learned this watching a woman from California on her YouTube channel who has tons of hummingbirds. I'm going to take a sip of water. Give me a second. Make sure you thoroughly clean your hummingbird feeders every week. If you do not, you could be killing the hummingbirds you're trying to feed. And you wouldn't even know it because they will be dead. Bugs and stuff climb into the bottom of the feeders, and then they drink that and it kills them. I did not know that. So I am I don't even fill my hummingbird feeders all the way full now. I have 5 feeders. I use 4 cups of the sugar water that you just heat up 1 cup sugar to 3 to 4 cups of water. And I put that on the stove, heat it up, let the sugar dissolve, ferment it a bit, if you will, because that's what they like. And no food coloring. They really prefer it without it. I have purchased the pre-hummingbird stuff that you mix, and they do not drink it the way they do the others. And anyways, change your hummingbird feeders once a week. So I don't fill mine all the way up because I have, like I said, 4 or 5 of them out there. So I just use the 4 cups and I put that into them. And that way they all have some. And then I feel like I'm not wasting it if I have to dump it out. And it helps me to make sure I clean them every week. So just for your information. I don't want to kill any hummingbirds. I think they're beautiful. All the birds are. I love them all. They're just gorgeous. So, anyways, just a little bit of information for you. Okay, now our little butterfly here, we are going to do, let's see, some yellow there. We're going to mix some blue and Poppy Parade on this one. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I forgot to do this one. We want to do them the same. Let me look at it the same way so I know which part. Oh, allergies. I need to use my Flonase. I didn't use that last night. And this little piece here. Let's go with the light Poppy Parade. We're going to do the red right there. And we're going to do this part red. Let's get this one over here to match it. Oh, that one I did yellow, so I guess we're not doing that one. We're going to do this red, that red, this part red, this little part red. And on you, I'm going to do this red. I'm not sure really how that's going to come out, but we're going to work with it anyways. And then the rest we're going to do blue. And I think I want the darker, I do. I want the dark balmy blue. I'm not doing any blending on the blue here. Interesting butterfly, huh? Should have probably done the yellow there, but that's okay. Live and learn. Okay, now we're going to do the dark Poppy Parade in the center of my little flowers. Definitely like that one better than the other one, but that's okay. It's just stationery. All right, now we're going to get onto my little, let me grab my blend colors here and see what I have. I don't have the new facial colors or skin tones that for Stampin' Up. I have the super, super old ones, but let's see. I don't really want that color. Oh, this is the perfect shade. Okay. So this one is called the Natural. The really old blends. I'm not sure what the new ones are called, but that looks really good with this. They had problems with these blends when they first came out, but mine are still working, so I'm using them. Of course, they were stored in a container for many years. They had just come out with the blends when I packed all my stuff up when my brother killed himself. So there we have it. That is our stationery, folks. Really cute stuff. Let's get it with our card. Let me move those aside. Let me bring the little card in. So there's my little envelope. I found my little birdie and I stuck them on there anyways. This is the card I made and it sits up like so. You can see it says happy birthday. And here is our little stationery that I'm going to write on to my girlfriend to tell her happy birthday and how much of it means having her as a friend to me. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this little video, part 2, if you will, of the little hedgehog card there. And if you enjoyed it, if this made you think, oh, guess what I forgot to do? This right here cannot stay like that. So let's bring in the light, just jade, and give that, I think we're going to have to go all the way across the bottom here. I just couldn't leave that filled in. And you know what? We're going to take this light, just jade, this little scrap piece here, and I'm going to swirl the bottom, grounding. What swirls? Because I want the ground to look, you know, like ground. It's uneven. It's rough. In fact, we're going to go up here. Make it kind of hilly. Yeah, I like that. Having way too much fun, huh, playing. We'll make this one up there too. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Let's bring this down so we get it all covered. Let's do the other part. So I'm going to come up here, and then I'm going to come up here, make a line, go up. And now I'm going to just cover that in with my brush tip. So if you're stuck and you need some stationery, create your own like I did. This card deserves, this person deserves a little note from me. So there we have it. Had to do, I think that looks better with a little bit of ground there. Take care now, YouTube, and happy crafting. And I hope you can sense my love of this passion, because I really do love doing this. Okay, bye-bye now.